Muhsinah's sound has been quoted as being graceful and inclusive, bridging the gap between the underground experimental scene and mainstream music culture. A singer, songwriter, musician, and producer whose name means doer of good deeds is certainly delivering good music. She's here to talk about her latest double EP, Gone, and what inspires her art. Hello everybody, we're back for another episode of Know This. Today we're coming to you from Mokata right here in Fort Greene, Brooklyn. And my guest is the lovely, amazingly talented Muhsinah. She not only sings, she performs, she arranges, she produces, and she mixes her music. I'm a music nerd, so that's like, you're like God. And so I'm super excited to have you here and to talk about your latest EP that you just put out. And she treated us to it because it's free, available on her website, and it's called Gone. So tell us a little bit about Gone and what you want to say with that.
Well, Gone is two things in one package. The first half of it I like to call urban, and the second half I call suburban, and I feel like it speaks to how I was brought up. You know, I was born and raised in an urban area, and then my parents moved us to the suburbs, and I really wanted to express both sides of that. And so the first half sounds more electronic and you know, city, right? And then the second half sounds like, you know, guitars and live drums and pianos. So, you know, it was just me wanting to like use different muscles. Like I feel like as a musician sometimes you get comfortable doing the same things, and it's good to just like do as many different things as you can.
So you have an EP out, which is usually always the teaser for something else coming along. So when can we expect another full album? Is it in the works, and what's inspiring you with that one this time?
Well, there's another album that's finished. It's called Spiral. And the idea around Spiral is just that, you know how people say, like, I was in the downward spiral, or I'm spiraling out of control. Like, I think that it's really possible to spiral upwards. And so the album kind of goes through like being down and just coming up, because that's, you know, where I was in my life. Just like a really dark place. I was like, I gotta get out of this, but I wanted to make sure that I wrote songs in the process. And so each song kind of moves up. So being, anytime I feel like an artist puts all of themselves out there in terms of, you know, doing all the production, mixing, and kind of being a one-person band, that takes a lot of confidence, because it's all you. You know, you can't blame. It's like, oh, well, you know, that was just that track, and it sure wasn't that hot. It's kind of like all you, so you own it. And so where did your confidence come from to be able to just go all in? I'm kind of impatient, and I just like to be able to do stuff myself. Like, I don't want to have to ask anybody. You know, it's like, can you please? You know, it's just like, okay,
I'll just do it myself.
Yeah. And I think that information and like education is the best thing ever. And I was just curious to learn. I wanted to learn how to play the piano first. Then I wanted to learn how to sing. Then I wanted to learn how to engineer. Then I wanted to learn how to songwrite. And, you know, and just kept going until the point where I was just like, I don't need anybody else's help, you know? And it's way quicker. Like your brain, when you're inside your brain, you know, everything is processing in its own way, and you don't necessarily need to communicate anything to anyone until it's finished. Like, okay, it's done, you know, and we put it out, you know? So I play it for friends and family, and sometimes I play it for people I look up to in the business, like people that I know, you know, like Common. We work together, and so I like send him stuff like, listen to this. You know.
And you mentioned Common before, so you have played in this band, and that role has taken you to playing for the president twice. What has that experience been like?
Wow. It's like playing for the president. Like, there's no other way to put it. It's Secret Service. It's like crazy amounts of people. Barack Obama. Like, we're all just like, I mean, I've watched grown men to little kids be like, Barack Obama. Like, I don't know. It's just, seriously though, I was extremely honored to be able to go to the inaugural ball and like just experience so many different kinds of people in one place to like celebrate, you know. It was amazing.
And here on the show we have a saying that knowledge of self is sexy. So what knowledge of self have you developed over the years you think that it has brought you to this place that makes you feel sexy and confident?
The biggest thing, like knowledge of self, is just knowing that doing whatever you think first is who you really are, and not to edit. I think that's probably the sexiest thing you could ever do, is just to not necessarily say it all, but just like do whatever you want. Whenever you want.
Because that's true self-acceptance. So we can check out all your music at Muhsinah.com, and you're on Twitter as well, so make sure people connect with you there. And Facebook, all the social media, multiple places. So make sure you check out that EP, stay tuned for the album that's going to be coming out. And thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, that's nice. So if you didn't know about Muhsinah, now you know.